Yeah, welcome to
Wait. Okay.
welcome to Race 2 of PAEP Marble Season 2. And the Qual circuit on pole position is Pyro, then Martinez, Mossman, and Clever to round out the top 4. And well, there's everybody else. Latina will be hoping to, extend her championship lead after a massive victory last time at Race 1.
And a very strong performance by Quacky as well has helped bolster Makov Terrace into the first place position.
Anyway, it's lights down and away we go into turn 1. And I think who's come out ahead here, it appears to be the pole sitter Pyro here, followed by Justin. Here is everybody chugging along. Jonag up into P2. Pyro here, already trying to extend the lead here. Goes a bit to the inside on an awkward bounce. And Justin sent himself down the
unscathed.
Oh boy.
That is a rough turn for a lot of marbles. Justin happened last race as well. He got out to an early lead and then ended up finishing 11th. Last time 6 marbles got stuck with some precautions in place. It looks like most of them, it's going to be, most marbles will not be at risk of falling off of the map, though. There might still be some.
Yeah.
The team that needs this race the most is definitely Executive Overseers, as well as Chiefs fans. They're sitting at 9 and 11 points, respectively.
Out of a maximum of 40. Anyways, Justin still with an early lead. Never mind, Logan comes, I think, with a straight shot down that area. With Clever as well jumping ahead, Justin loses a good 5 spots there. Well, at least Justin still bags the fastest lap point. But it's now Logan in the lead, followed by Clever. And great news for the question mark team, also known as the Quiet Kids. In first and second right now, they're running a lovely 1-2 at the moment. Clever, their cat jumping up the inside.
And you can see Executive Overseers at the bottom, 15 and 17, now 16 and 17. Not looking great for them.
Not looking great. American Pitchers will tail all the way at the back here.
And Quiet Kids had a alright performance, scoring 18 points last race, but if they can stick with 1-2 position, which I don't expect them to, then it would probably put them near first.
Yeah, Joe Knight there re-overtakes Cat there with a lovely move down the inside of the final corner. Does not take a straight shot here. He's going to be hoping that Cat does not do that. As Joe Knight retakes the lead there. And Quakey, I believe, has the fastest lap. Takes fastest lap, but it's the early laps here, so it's not going to matter much. As the times keep tumbling. But Cat moves into second place. There's Bob in third. Joe Knight, who DNF last time around, up in the higher spots.
And just the nature of this first section means that there are going to be a lot of spaces where marbles are either going to keep their momentum or completely come to a full stop. So there will be a lot of changing of positions here.
Yeah,
Clever has taken the lead now.
Yeah, the back half of the track is a lot more fluid, so there's not going to be a lot more movement through the second half of the track. It's a lot more open, it flows a lot better, and not a lot of places where you can bang your head into a wall and completely stop here. Except this section. This section is where a lot of the jostling is going to happen, as everybody is taking different lines, hitting the walls a little less than others to try and go a bit faster. As you can see there, Clever comes to a full stop there on the chicane, and Cat moves back up into the lead.
Cat still got Clever right behind him, but
yeah, you can see there
look to be those two, and as I say that, everyone else catching up. Cat getting
full stop, Justin
forward.
Side.
Listen, he's still keeping pace right now.
Oh, and Cat proceeds to fall down to 4th place there.
Justin back in first, the first time since that initial lap.
As Clever takes it back, Justin there trying to catch up, hits that hairpin a bit oddly, has Cat and Quacky on him. But it's Clever. Justin, they're taking that around the outside line, which gives him better speed, and hoping that he goes straight down, but it gets moved over by Clever. Still takes the lead, but loses that straight shot. Still still gains fastest lap regardless from that stunt. As he's gonna be hoping just to extend the gap from here on in, hoping that whatever mistakes are catastrophic enough for Cat there to try and find a way down. Justin holds on, actually makes Cat full stop there to run him back into the front of Clever. But what's going on now? Justin still has the lead, not by much still. We're a quarter way through the race here. It's still anybody's game.
I'd like to take a moment to point out how Mock of Terrace are still holding the 2 and 7 positions. So 2 and 6, Patina and Quacky both climbing. It
Yeah, you
looks
can see
likely
that
that they will extend their lead on the top of the table, especially with Los Hermanos. Pyro and I sitting at 11th and 14th respectively. Not looking great so far.
No. Then the deceased there, Bob and Andy sitting in 14th and 15th back there.
Not good. They need this race as well. They finished. Actually, that isn't true. Bob had a strong 5th place in the first race, so they can afford to lose a little bit, but still not too much. You don't want to have to start forcing yourself to get 2 top 5 racers towards the later end of this circuit.
Yeah, this is one tough track to really move up a lot. It's a lot of jostling, as I said before, but after all here, it's very hard, as you can probably tell by now, to actually generate a lead, especially in the first half of the race here. As the top 4, top 5 have been jostling all around this race. Quacky moves up into 3rd place. Past Justin.
Yeah, this is very different from the first race where Putina and Kale basically separated themselves after 8 laps and never really gave that position up.
Yeah, Cat was leading race 1 before he, unfortunately for him, crashed. So he's going to be hoping to replicate that performance without this time crashing. And right now he's really on track.
Sebastian USA into 5th, which is notable. American Patriot sitting in 3rd with 28 points. Need to gain. Kale in 20th will not be helping Sebastian remotely here, but see how much ground he can make up. If Kale can just get into a nice 12th place and Sebastian can keep a top 5 position, that may be gain on 1st place for American Patriots if results hold.
Yeah, it appears that the top 10 are a bit of in the bubble, while the bottom 10 appear to have been forming their own little groups here. As you can see here, Kale falling a lot behind, and in the middle top 10 you can see there.
Kale might be
11th, 12th, 13th is kind of 10th, kind of isolated from each other here, as you can tell. But still Justin in the lead. Actually, Joe Knight takes that lead.
It's pretty notable with Logan still sitting in 8th.
Yeah.
And Justin jockeying for 1st place. Justin with the fastest lap here. That will help him.
Justin would want full points here. Is he going to go down the inside of Joe Knight? That move does work out. And then he's just going to be hoping that he just keeps the outside lines all throughout the first sector, as really going down the inside helps you on a move, but in terms of actual raw pace, it's not going to help you at a time.
That leads to more direct collisions with the walls,
which is not good.
We may have a little bit of separation for the top 4, maybe top 5 here.
Joe Knight, they're trying to slipstream Justin.
A lot of smaller groups.
And Sebastian, you can see there, jumps into the lead, having his team first and 20th.
So definitely, and has the fastest lap with that.
Well, and Justin and Joe Knight, they're just slowing each other down. Martinez jumps down the inside up to 2nd place.
I think with Kale kind of maybe even stuck in 20th, Sebastian USA is going to need.
Yeah, look how far back Kale is from everybody.
His 1st place.
19.
It's going to take something momentous from Kale for him to catch up to even 19th place right now.
Yeah, Kale's going to need some true pace here to try and catch up. The race continues, and Sebastian stays still in the lead, followed by Logan, I can't speak, Martinez again, 3rd place, and Justin in 4th, as we continue on the journeys of, well, this race. As we are now on the halfway point, Sebastian USA, having a 3-second lead, has been turned into a negative 1-second lead in one corner, as he falls down to 2nd place. Even with a 3-second lead, you make one mistake and suddenly you're 2 seconds behind the guy you were 2 seconds in front of. Martinez does a lovely jump to get past Sebastian USA as well. And suddenly the top 3 are once again all together again, but back behind is now a massive gap between Justin, 4th place, and Seb.
Yeah, and you can see as well Martinez with Jolly still in 17th, doing a lot of work here to keep executive overseers in it.
Yeah.
Looking for Yep.
Or even remotely the top 5 at this rate. Sebastian is going to go for the inside X, and he gets a horrible bounce there, and has to relinquish any hopes of re-overtaking for the next lap, I presume. Martinez at Logan goes to the full inside. That could be a bad move with Martinez coming in much faster, but not fast enough here. There's a lot of movement here in the middle sections, especially you can see there with Mossman, Bob, Putina, and Icy here. Putina, rambunctious winner back in race 1, currently finding himself in the exact midfield here, around 10th and 11th, and will second place holding Pyro here as well in that kabobble. And with third place Qual at the back, now in 19th, surprise, manages to move back up a spot. And in fourth place last time.
Clover was in first earlier too, and the Quiet Kids Logan and Jonag have really made a pretty big comeback in this one now.
Yeah, the Clever was in the lead near the start of the race. Now Strand finds himself at the back. And if you remember,
look to be by far the best performing team in this race. Maybe could propel them into the top 3 for sure. Maybe top 2 or even first at this rate.
Yeah,
we'll have to see.
Jonag
Rocky and Bertina are not doing so well themselves though, and Los Hermanos just sitting right above them. So by the looks of things, it might be the Quiet Kids going into the lead, depending on if they can hold on or not.
Yeah, and Jonag can catch back up to Martinez there. Logan takes the lead. Martinez are trying to keep pace here, but at the moment does nothing doing. But he's close enough to capitalize on a Logan mistake, just like that one. This Martinez takes the lead of the race here. Logan, though, fights back. And but Logan, Jonag here, taking the straight shot there. Almost boosting his teammate to try and go faster here. Seb, our previous leader, has fallen down to 6th place into the hands of this midfield party.
Yep, and yeah, Martinez in first. Notable. Jolly's also climbing as well. Not super high, but still getting a little further ahead. He's going to have a bit of a gap to overcome between him and Justin, and that bounce isn't going to help him. Andy now passing him. Solid lines here, though. Keeping pace. Almost passing Andy, but losing some momentum here.
And then gets full stop, but then Webster.
Webster. Nearly disaster for Jolly, but he will stay competitive only for so long. Webster really blocking Putina, and Quacky might fall out of the lead here. This performance is fairly weak out of them. And you can look IRL Terrace now. Mossman and Jeb haven't really talked about them so far, but they have moved into 5th and 7th respectively. Now 5th and 8th is Los Hermanos now taking up the 6th through 7th spots. If things hold, they would move into 1st place.
I think Quiet Kids have fallen to 5th and 6th, 4th and 6th. And Martinez here having a massive lead at the moment. Followed by Cat and Mossman here. Surprisingly, I think nobody is DNF so far, so this might be a complete race here where nobody crashes, though.
You have to hope so.
Yeah, but last time I said that while seeing Cat, he immediately proceeded to crash, but not this time, it seems. The commentator's curse doesn't seem to afflict him at this track. This Cat that takes a
Sebastian USA, he's got to hope that he's got to keep moving up, but that fastest lap will help him. He's down to 9th, though, and even with Qual doing a little bit of work to climb, still not looking good for American Patriots.
No. Cat and Mossman here having a beautiful battle for 2nd place. Mossman takes back up to 2nd place.
And Martinez, he is ahead of them, but he does look to be within striking distance for Cat and Mossman here for sure.
Yeah, just 1 or 2 mistakes here, and Martinez will fall to the touches of these 2.
Might be closing, and I think Pyro now approaching the pack as Mossman, Martinez, neck and neck here.
Yeah, catching back up here. It's going to depend all on these lines. This cat goes straight
through. A very favorable bounce there. And Sebastian USA now back into 4th place, only for the time being. Looks to be a little bit chaos back there, but looks still to be very close at the front.
Jab there. Oof. whooping around the outside.
Notable too, Jeb and Mossman, both top 5.
Yeah. Big
Great
play
performance.
for them.
Martinez almost gets passed by Cat, but Cat will move him forward.
Yeah, Cat moves him forward.
Keep
Cat's
his
still hunting down these top
turning his
2
ball
hitters.
in first place. Sebastian USA gets beat out by Pyro for now, and that boost will only help Pyro, as he might actually be able to pass Cat as well.
And there's the move into the final corner.
Everybody has seemed to catch up, but Martinez now pulling away just a little bit. Cat gets another good bounce through this section.
Yeah, Cat seems to be the master of that section, it looks like. It's keeping him in the hunt for the lead here as Mossman just slowly edging his way towards Martinez there. Big Martinez error there for going for the inside line there. Doesn't cost him the lead, but does cost him that gap. Which
both taking solid turns here.
Yeah, solid turns for both. Lovely bounces here, but Mossman's gonna take a bit more on the inside line, which hurts him a little here.
See, they're very close. Mossman end up pushing Martinez forward.
Yeah. They both go for these middle lines. I think Mossman executes that better. Yes, I think he's gonna go for a bit of an insider line. They're both getting
gonna
there.
come down the bounces in this section.
And
Martinez!
Yeah, Martinez
completely shut down here.
Yeah, gets a bad bounce.
Now strongly into the lead. Cat
with 3 laps remaining.
Failing him.
With 3 laps remaining, chances are looking good here for Mossman, but anything can happen.
Martinez not the best bounces.
No, he almost a full stop there. Logan's looking for an opportunity, takes that opportunity up in a second place here.
He's been outside of the top 5 for about 5 laps, but finally moving back into it.
Yeah, his teammate.
Fashion USA has dropped all the way to 9th as well.
Yeah. His teammate.
Does not bode well for him.
Yeah, Logan's teammate Joe Knight here, sitting above Seb here in a lonely 8th place. Well, not lonely anymore. He's hunting down Jeb here, trying to secure a good team result.
Collapse as well.
Look at this. It's gonna be a round 2 here. It's gonna be 3 on here. Martinez tries to block off Mossman from going quicker, fails. And Logan here jumps back up to 2nd place. Mossman here is gonna have to hang on for these next 2 laps if he wants to secure the victory. As Logan gets completely stopped there, Martinez takes back over 2nd place here.
It was the first time Martinez was knocked out of the top 2 in a few laps as well. Tenuous hold here. It's gonna come down to just a couple mistakes, as though generally, because of how the course is structured, any mistakes are going to result in you being bumped forward with a marble behind you. So it's going to come down to that one section right before the finish line.
Oh, lovely move from Martinez to retake that lead down the inside there. It was looking like he was just going to bounce Mossman forward. But right there, that didn't look very good. Logan, they're taking an erratic line there. Just maybe trying to find some time here. All 3 going very slowly in this section as we start the final lap of the race. Martinez and Mossman
especially poor for Logan. He lost about 3 seconds there. Blacktrend moved into 4th place, trying to make up for Clever's lackluster performance.
Yeah, Blacktrend, I think so the main show is these 2 Mossmen. They're awkward bouncing from both of them. Then boost Martinez a little bit, unintentionally goes around the outside here. Logan just kind of showed up at this point. Back there, Martinez
still in it.
Lead. As they're I think he just boots Mossman down into the void. Mossman is out of the race on the final lap. It looks like we're not gonna get it. Oh, there goes Mossman.
That is tragic as well. Jeb was still top 10. It would have been a very good performance for RL Taylor.
Logan steals the victory here. He will not. Martinez comes home for a victory.
Icy sneaks into 4th. I don't even know how that happened, but Los Hermanos have somehow rescued
the race.
A very solid performance here.
There's Justin and Bomb. Justin going slow here. Andy's going to try to steal. That's not going to work. Clever steals Webster's position there at the line. And then
Dusky has slid. And Quack now crosses the line. Kale. And that will do it. And it's just heartbreak for Mossman, as he was just a couple seconds away from maybe even stealing 1st place. Instead, will fall all the way to 20th. Let me see if I can. And not what you want to see.
Not at all.
So, Executive Overseers, Jolly actually pulled off a top 10 there. This one looks like it'll be a very good race for them. Yeah, 31 points from this race for Executive Overseers. Rutina and Quacky, on the other hand, not quite as good.
I think by mental math, that should be 7 points for them, which is...
That is correct. Sebastian, you would say, tried his best to drag across Kale, who really had a poor performance. Unfortunately, they will only net 18 points less one. Webster and Justin, a poor race from them. Justin only able to scrape a 12th place. Jonag and Logan been kind of in front this whole time, and it gave them 33 points, the most out of any team in this tournament.
But not enough to take over the championship standings, as I believe Los Hermanos take the lead here with back-to-back 30-point outings.
And it's just been consistency. Neither of them have placed within the top 2 yet, neither Pyro nor Icy, but they have both placed in the top 10 both times, and that has been enough for them to stay in first place. As rounding out these results, it looks like
Blacktron takes over the top spot in the individual.
Blacktron is in first place, but in terms of the team,
but Clever there in lonely 17th there in the individual standings, dragged the team down. All of them, drags the team down, I believe, to third place. 13 points behind Los Hermanos, I believe, at 60. And Quiet Kid take over second place with 51 points. It's a close midfield here with IRL Terrorists in last place by 12 points, sitting in only 28 points. With Mossman's heartbreak there, that would have given them almost twice their amount more. Yeah, the midfield is still in this championship is definitely up for grabs still, but all the way at the bottom of the individual leaderboards is Webster, having only 6 points, which is not very good news for his team whatsoever.
See if I can get this figured out here.
It's actually it's Chiefs fans in last place. Looking at the results again, with only 25 points.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weak performance from them.
Yeah.
Los Hermanos 9-point lead. White Kids sliding into second place. Senior staff, Blacktron and Clay, despite Clever having a pretty poor performance, tied for third worst, he has still managed to scrape by with Blacktron's first place performance into third. American Patriot, Sebastian Hussein, KL in fourth. Muck of Terrace moved from first to fifth, sitting on 44 points. Funny Men Co. off the back of Cat's fifth place run will be in sixth with 41 points. Executive Overseers, with Martinez and Jolly having the second best performance of this race, will move up to 40 points and tied for seventh with the deceased, Bob and Andy, mostly thanks to Bob having 2 strong races. IRL Terrace, second to last, 28 points. Pretty poor from them, but you have to imagine if Mossman rescues first, they jump all the way up into the top 5, maybe even the top 3. And finally, Chiefs fans dead last, as you have said. Justin, middle of the table with 19 points, but Webster only pulling out 6th after a 20th and 16th place performance from him. Leaves that team in last place.
That appears to be it for this transmission, and we'll see you guys next time at the next race, hopefully tomorrow. Say your goodbyes.
Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. It's been an honor having you here. Adios.